We've been living in this structure now, the Mobi One, since almost 3 years. And originally it took us about 2 years before that to build it. It's not even finished. And the idea was that we wanted to live outside more, just less in more traditional structure, say a more house structure. We wanted to live more outside, but we weren't quite prepared to leave the city, so we thought, well, I couldn't decide where to live anyway, so let's start already building the house and we'll take it with us wherever we go. And the idea developed from there to the point that the location became everything, that we didn't actually want to be anywhere in particular. We wanted to be in various different locations and work on different projects, and in the meantime living there. So it was that you're living where you're working as well is something that we're really quite enthusiastic about. Living minimally as well, so at least, well, our version of minimally. Living small, which meant that you have less stuff, that you have to less space for stuff is one of the things, because we're both hoarders. At least we have a tendency to bring in stuff, going, oh, this is nice, oh, we can use that, oh, we can do that, we can make this for that, and you end up, if you're doing a lot of DIY stuff, as in you make your own stuff, then you've got a sewing machine, you've got welding equipment, you've got yogurt making box, you've got an incubator for this, you've got what have you got? A pedal-powered washing machine. You got books. You end up having lots and lots of stuff in order to live this DIY or like do-it-yourself minimal lifestyle. So you end up having almost more stuff than you would if you were living a minimal life in a city where everything is at hand and you can work for it and pay for it. So it's a strange kind of irony that you develop by wanting to do everything yourself as well. I mean, you can also try and want to do less. That would be one option, I guess.
We're at that point, no?
Wanting to do less. But if you wanted to move from location to location, then it has to be mobile. But we didn't want to have something that was so mobile that it was like a caravan or so light that it didn't feel like a house. And this is at the beginning of the project. I thought, okay, one important thing about a house for us is perhaps, and you never know what it's going to be because there's an experiment from the beginning, was the weight. So it had to feel sturdy, didn't want to make it feel transient. That was for us, so that we felt more at home here, and also for how it looks to people, to the public, that if you land somewhere, that people go, hey, hold on, that wasn't here this last week, because it only takes a day or two to build up. So we developed this concept of opening up a container. We didn't want to live in a container box, so you can transport it as a 20-foot container, but when you arrive at the location, it unfolds to not look like or feel like a steel box whatsoever. What we ended up doing, because we were then looking for locations for this mobile house, we came up with the notion of being in the public, so that we could interact with the public to talk about what we were doing as part of our own exploration of what we were doing. Also, by being in public or semi-public situations, if you say you're going to do something, then they become your external check. So they said, oh, but what do you do with this? And we go, we hadn't thought about that. It's very rare that we haven't thought about it, but it's something, oh no, we haven't quite developed that yet, but we're doing this and this and this. So it keeps us on our toes, so it doesn't, we can't become complacent or go, yeah, okay, so we're sitting here now, we'll just switch on the television and put on the microwave or whatever. That you're actually constantly having somebody they're asking questions and making you come up with the solutions that you've always said you would come up with, kind of thing. And I think both of us were quite charmed and inspired, and also we needed that external check as a sort of imposed discipline that we couldn't provide for ourselves in a way.
The stories we heard during this 3 years we are living in is could write a book about it.
Oh, from people who've come to visit as well.
From people come in and have you think about this, and do you know this, and have you, yeah. That
was also interesting, that by
the way people think is really weird. Like these little kids that came in 3 years, well, this is not a house. Why not? The walls are not
Yeah, so
And
there's only one room.
there's only one room. This is not a look.
Where does it say that a house has to have more than one room? Or the thing about the walls? Oh, is your house got straight walls? That's terrible. What a shame for you.
Read a lot about all these people have to go green and have to do less with more, and the things we read and saw, we were like,
Yeah, all very clinical.
We can do it better and nicer and why do they do it like that? Why don't they do it like that? And at the moment in time, we just stopped and made it and see, and started this experiment. No.